Guys, welcome back to the channel. We're back on the Spider, the 91 Alfa Romeo Spider again. This time we are replacing the mirror that is, as you can see, is broken. I've got a new one and it's been painted. I'm waiting on it to be dropped off. But in the meantime, I'm going to need to get, as you can see, remove the side panel off so we can get the mirror off and do all that fun stuff. So all that's been done. Let me show you what we've done so far, and then we're gonna freshen up the side panel there, the door panel. So hang tight. Alrighty, so as you can see, we've got the door panel off. I'm gonna kind of clean some of this up. I think I have one clip that broke. I'll show you that here in a second. But anyway, I'm going to get this cleaned up. So I had to, of course, take off and we'll split it out a little. There we go. I had to, of course, take off the side panel or the door panel because I had to get to the bolts for the mirror to get it off, which we've got it off and cleaned and ready to go for the new one. Plus, the window was so slow going up and down, up and down. So what I did, let's hop in here real quick. We'll kind of show you here. So I've got it working better. I'm going to work on it some more. We'll grease the tracks and everything up a little bit more, but it's definitely better than what it was for sure. So we're going to get that done, and then also, as you can see, we have the side panel off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get all of this trim off. This is the paint that we're using, SEM. It's color coat. There is the number for it. This pretty much matches the door cards perfectly. So anyway, I'm going to get all of this off. So just strip the door card down. These clips here will retain and be there. We're not going to worry about that. Once I get all that off, then I can clean it, and then I can spray it using the seam color coat paint, and we'll go from there. So of course I have the battery propping it up, but they're just bolts and stuff that hold a lot of this on. So just we're gonna go through and take all the bolts off of it and get this off. And you know, of course I don't need to do anything with this you know, the black leather or whatever you want to call it, vinyl. I think we're fine there, so I'm not going to worry about sprucing that up. I think it's in great shape. So give me just a few minutes. Let me get the bolts off. We'll show you what we got on just the panel. We'll get the panel cleaned and then get her sprayed down. All right, door panel has been taken off. I just got everything kind of sitting up on the Spider. So my next thing is to clean all of this. I need to figure something out here. I'm probably going to end up having to replace these door panels. But for right now, I'm just going to do this to get them in and get it looking better. I just want to see what this paint looks like once painted. So we'll work on all of this, but just want to let you know it's all off. So next I'm going to go ahead and get it cleaned, and probably clean the last bit of it with alcohol just to make sure everything's off, all the grease and stuff's off of it. And then we'll be able to spray it, and then I'll show you what the end result is. Alrighty, we've got three coats of paint on it. So looks much better. Of course, we got to let it finish drying, and then we'll get the armrests and all that back on the mat pocket. We'll get all that bolted back in here just in a few minutes. But yeah, so I think she looks much better. Again, I think at the end of the day, I'm going to replace it all. These panels are really cheap from like Classic Alpha or Alphaholics, either one of them, I think. So we'll just we'll get new ones. But for right now, I just wanted to see how this paint would look and see how well it did. But I think it did a good job. The color looks really good. So let it finish drying. Then I'll get the armrest, I'll get the speaker, and I'll get everything back on. and then we'll see what the finished product looks like. And then once I get it back in the car with the mirror, then I'll show you that as well, and we'll wrap the video up. And there you have it. 2 or 3 coats of paint, everything dried, got the armrests and all that back on, the mat pockets on. It works. It wasn't working earlier, but I got it fixed. Of course, the speaker grill and all that'll go here, but that'll go on when I get it back in the car. But I think at the end of the day, it looks much better. Again, I'm probably going to replace the door cards when I redo the interior in the car, but for right now, I just wanted them to look a little bit nicer. So there you go. That is it. Everything's bolted back on, and now the next step is I'm waiting on the mirror to come today. I'll get that on. Then I'll be able to put the panel back on, and we'll work on the other door. All right, so let me get the mirror put on, and then we'll get the door panel on, and then I'll show you everything. All righty, we have the door panel is back installed. Everything's nice and tight. I got the mat pocket working again. That's working much, much better. It was stuck closed. It got behind that plastic retainer that keeps it from going too far. It just got pushed back on it. So I got that done. I cleaned up all the black vinyl. Of course, we resprayed the door panel. So if you look at this one, how much more faded it is from the sun compared to this. And really, it matches pretty good, to be honest with you. Now, eventually, I'm going to take the leather that I'm working on my GTV commission build. I'm going to have tons of it left, and I'm going to redo the upholstery in the car, and we're going to do the tan leather from that build on this one as well, and as well as wrapping these guys too. So this car will have all new tan leather. Everything will have, the seats will be redone. They'll probably be perforated leather where the this Alcantara material is at. So, but if you can see, kind of the before and the after is a huge, huge difference. I'll link below the spray paint that I use so you can order it off Amazon. That's where I got it from. So also, I have some extra plastic here that I'm using on the GTV build. This one is, so we had some extras left, so I used that in the door, so brand new plastic in the door, and I'll do the same over there. Let's see, what else? The mirror, remember I had let me show you here. The real reason to take this panel off was because I had to replace the mirror. So the mirror is in, and I'll show you how well it works. So there we go. So she is working nicely. Also, I replaced the radio. Now I went with the factory radio again. I probably spent an extra $100 more on a brand new one, but I want this car, this build, or this refresh to be just OE. It's completely OEM. I'm not going to do anything other than redoing the leather in the car. So I'll show you that, and I'll just turn it on just for a second. All right, so I don't want to get demonetized here. So we'll turn that off. Oh, and the antenna works as well. So that is a bonus. So the radio that was in here to begin with, it would turn on, but there was barely any sound coming out of it. And so we just took that out, and I put the new one in. This works perfectly fine. I'm happy with it. So I think interior-wise, other than we got to do this door panel, that's coming next, because this mirror or window, it's not working, but the switch does work. I know that for a fact. So yeah, so let's wrap this thing up. All right, so there you have it. Replaced the mirror. That was the reason to take the panel off, but since I had some extra the SEM paint, seam paint, however you want to say it, I thought I'd go ahead and refresh the door panel. Again, we'll work on the other one. and get the window at least working, and then at a later date I'll replace the window regulators themselves. So I think that this is just a wrap of this video. It's a quick video to show you how you can refresh your door cards, and also replacing the mirror itself and making the window go up a little bit faster. So all we did was lube the track and the cables, and that was it, just to help it out. But this motor is struggling for sure, and the other one as well. So guys, thank you so much. I'm super excited about this 91 Spider. I've always wanted one. We'll do a review of the car, since I've kind of sorting, have everything sorted out for the most part. So please like, subscribe, ring the bell. It really does help out this channel. Comment below on any type of content you want to see, either on this Spider, on the GTV, or the 911 GTS. Let me know, and we'll try to get that content out for you. But until the next video, God bless.